Hey everybody, it is Radley Valentine here with the energetic weather report for the week of July 19th through the 15th. So I decided to go all way back to the very beginning, a very fine place to start, where it all started, my very first deck and my very first publication with Hay House. Angel Tarot cards. A lot of you know this. It sold a lot of copies. There's a lot of them floating out there. And I think sometimes people just want to see the original. So we're using Angel Tarot cards. So if you are watching this on YouTube, then of course you can see the cards. If you are listening to this on a podcast via mindbodyspirit.fm, no worries. I will make sure to explain everything and describe the cards for you. So besides the fact that we're going to do the energetic weather report, we are also going to be doing your personal Archangel of the week. Now, that is a very intuitive experience. So it doesn't matter whether you're watching this or whether you're listening to it, you're going to be tuning in to your divine gifts of intuition. And so there are 4 cards here. I like to call this the mashup of all the major arcana cards that come from Angel Tarot cards, the deck we're using today, Archangel Power Tarot cards, and Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. All 3 of these tarot decks have archangels on the major arcana cards, making them perfect as a way for you to intuitively pick up on which archangel is perfect for you to be working with this week. So if you are listening to this, it's no different than watching it. All you have to do is let your intuition guide you. So let's do that right now. We have the 4 cards. So do you feel called to card number 1? Does your intuition say, yes, card number 1? Does your intuition say, yes, card number 2? Does your intuition say, no, it's card number 3, I'm sure of it? Or does your intuition say, it's got to be card number 4? So I will describe those archangels to you and which card has which archangel on it at the end of our energetic weather report. And then that way I can explain to you how they tie in specifically to this week's energetic reading. Now, there are 3 cards in every energetic weather report. Now, these 3 cards do not tie in to any particular day of the week. And the cards are literally for the aspect of being read together as a community of messages that allow us to have an idea of the kind of energy that is going to be happening for us throughout this particular week. So I haven't shuffled yet, so I'm going to start shuffling now. And I'm just thinking to myself, energetic weather report for July 9th through the 15th. Energetic weather report for July 9th through the 15th, energetic weather report for July 9th through the 15th. And I'm just basically paying attention again to my intuition about when to stop doing the shuffling. And I've got 2 more. That's what my intuition is telling me. And now I'm going to pull 3 cards. And so here we have card number 1. Oh, we like that. Card number 2, we like that a lot also. And card number 3, so this is wild. I love this. So I'm just going to start off by saying this is a very watery reading. All 3 cards are from the same suit. They're all 3 from the suit of water. If you're a traditional tarotist, they're all 3 from the suit of cups. And it's a great reading. I love it. So let's talk about it. So the first card is, without question, one of my favorite cards in all of tarot. It's 9 of water, or 9 of cups if you're a traditionalist. So 9 of water, wish comes true, what you want now comes to you. That's an old idiom that I learned from a teacher that I had at way back when. And the message says, your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. And the image for you podcasters on this card is of a beautiful mermaid who has her head poked up above the water, and you can see her. It's almost like a cutaway to her in the ocean, and you see her tail, and down beneath her are 9 cups full of jewels and riches and wonderful things that she can choose from, and her wish comes true. So for me, that's talking about this week is starting out from the standpoint of, what is your wish? What is it that you want to create in your life? What is the number one thing that you are thinking about that you're going, God, I want that in my life? Or, geez, I want that to change. Or, gosh, darn it, Radley. God, I sound like an episode of Mayberry USA. But what is it that you're wanting to create? And how are you going to focus on that? How are you going to create that as coming true in your life? Because 9 of Water showing up indicates that you have the possibility, you have the ability to make it come true. The question is, are you going to work on that? Are you going to put the energy? Are you going to put the effort forward? I'm looking at archangels, and Jophiel is not in this list, but I'm going to mention her because to me, 9 of Water is a very Archangel Jophiel kind of card. She has the ability to help us to see the positive, to keep our thoughts positive, to see the possibilities of all of our opportunities. And that's the kind of energy that 9 of Water to me brings to the table. Now, the next card, another very happy card, is 3 of Water. 3 of Water, or 3 of Cups for traditionalists. And the card says a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, and the need to have more fun. Now, in this card, we see a community of dolphins who are circling around 3 cups, and there is light coming down through the water to those cups. This entire scene is underwater. I remember the one and only time I ever went like snorkeling in Hawaii, because I am scared. I'm not a good swimmer. I'm scared of the water. But this one time I did have with me, just by luck, an Olympic swimmer. And so she convinced me that it was impossible for me to drown. So I decided, well, okay, I'm going to do some stuff that I would not normally feel comfortable doing. And one of those things that I did was to take my head below water, go down a bit, and sit there and look at the light coming through the water. And I've been told that there's all this history of this light enticing people, and they just want to go deeper and deeper into the water to follow these light rays into the ocean, and then they drown. And so it's like, I did not follow them. But I remember their magic. I remember the light, and I asked for that magical light rays coming down to these 3 cups of the artist Steve A. Roberts when this card was designed. And so a celebration, a wedding, a graduation. So again, all these wonderful things, joyful experiences, joyful happenings, things to celebrate, following right on the heels of 9 of Water, wish comes true, what you want now comes to you. This is a lot of joy. This is a lot of happiness. Now, the third and final card is 8 of Water. I love 8 of Water. 8 of Water is, for me, a card of great depth of meaning and power and empowerment. So what we have here are 8 cups in the background, and we have a merman who is swimming away from them. And again, we have those rays of light, just like we had in the 3 of Water. We have that connection here, and we have the rays of light, and he is swimming away. And the card says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. I love this card. There's a lot of cards in tarot that are like nagging you, pushing you, move on, time to move on, time to move on. 8 of Water is the one where we decide. We don't need tarot or anybody else to tell us to move on. We have made the choice. We have decided, we have realized that all of these cups that used to entertain us, that used to have our attention and adoration and admiration, desire, no longer have those things for us. We are no longer interested, because these are material things. They're of the earth, and we are interested in something more. We are looking for that aspect of life where there has to be more than this. There has to be more than this. And I am going to walk away from what doesn't, that no longer fulfills me, in search of what will fulfill me. So we put all of this together, and what do we have? Well, first of all, again, we have these 3 cards, all of them underwater, indicating a lot of emotion and depth of water. The one card that is not fully underwater is 9 of water. And so making a wish, that can be from the heart, that can be from the mind. But these 3 cards are basically saying, what is it that you want? Celebrate the journey to go after it. And in that will come great fulfillment. In that will come depth of joy, depth of experience, and a sense of, I am only focused in my wishes and in my celebrations. I am only focused on what will fulfill me and what will take me to that next level. Love this reading. So the first card for your energetic weather report is Unity for traditional tarotists. This is the Hierophant, and it has Archangel Sandalphon on it. Sandalphon is a favorite archangel of mine. I didn't initially put a lot of energy into Sandalphon because people tended to, in my opinion, or past teachers of mine, had a tendency to minimalize Sandalphon and call him the archangel of music, and that's where the story ended. But he's so much more, because he's the archangel of prayer, the archangel of uplifting our prayers and taking them to heaven and getting us answers. And the reason that that is so important is because we are in the space of, I'm making a wish. What is a wish? It's a prayer. And we want Sandalphon to take that prayer. He said to have his feet on heaven and his head to have his feet on earth and his head in heaven, and to take our prayers literally to the divine, to source, to universe, to God as you pick your word, and present it, and then bring us back an answer that we can understand, interpret, and take meaning from. So I love that. Card number 2 and card number 3 are both cards that have Archangel Jeremiah. These are both cards that in traditional tarot would be judgment. But here's Jeremiah. This makes so much sense to me, so much sense, because Jeremiah is this archangel of following our intuition and guidance and forgiveness, but most importantly, of life review, of being able to look at our lives and go, this is where I've been, this is where I am, this is where I want to go. That is so perfect with this message of evaluating our lives and going, this is where I am, I'm making a wish. This is where I am going to celebrate where I'm headed. An 8 of water. I am going to release the things that do not take me on that path to go after those things that really matter, really have fulfillment. A life review, understanding where I've been, where I am, so that I can choose where to go in the way that will most serve me and give me the most joy. And finally, the 4th card is called Life Experience in traditional tarot. It's the Tower. But what really matters here is Archangel Chamuel, the eyes of God. And so Archangel Chamuel is this archangel that also was a little bit trivialized, I think, in my past teachings, the people who were teaching me, not the other way around. But those people would say that he's the archangel, he's the eyes of God, you can find anything you want. Now, that's great if you're looking for a relationship or if you're looking for a new career, then that's really important. It would get really stuck on, he can help you find your lost car keys. I was always like, I know where my car keys are. But when I started doing my own study and my own research, I came to understand that Chamuel is the archangel of global and personal peace. Global personal peace. What is this whole message? Making a wish, celebrating the wish, and going after things that really matter. That is the very definition of finding personal peace, right? Right. So That's the energetic weather report. That is your personal archangel of the week. Special guest star Jophiel, just because she came up without a card. So I'm doing this thing right now. I just finished a new deck. I just sent it to Hay House. I'm always finishing decks because I'm always working on a deck. And so one of the things that I do is I take the messages on the decks, like you can see here, and I put them on pieces of paper and I dump them in a really big bowl. And this is my way of testing the deck before it goes to print. So the editors can kind of do their thing. It can keep moving along, but there's still time for me to like find a boo-boo or go, I'm not happy with this card. I'm not happy with its message. It needs an adjustment. And so I have that opportunity with this big bowl of all these pieces of paper that represent all the messages. So you get to be a part of the experiment right now. So I'm just going to like go through here. Oh, I'm just throwing them in every direction. And I'm going to stick my hand in and pull out a message for us. And the message from this deck that is to come out in, oh God, when is this coming out? October of 2024, I think. So the card says, I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. Oh my God, that is so perfect for our message. Let me say it to you again. I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. I want you to think about these this week as you go through this week as your mantras. You can do one or the other or both, but just like, I believe in my own magic. I believe in my own magic. I believe in my own magic. And because words are powerful and words are magic and words make things happen, I lovingly speak positive words into reality, not negative ones, not fear, not anxiety, not worrisome words. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. So that's your mantra for this week. So there you have it. Keep in mind, I am teaching a class live the end of October in Denver, Colorado. Yes, I'm going home. I got to go home, see my family. So I'm headed to Denver the end of October. I'm going to be teaching a mastermind. This is several days live with me. Really, really, really doing the hard work, the spiritual work. Well, I guess in a way, the 8 of water, 8 of cups kind of work to figure out what exactly is it that you're wanting to create and how to get you there. Matters, matters, matters. So you can find out all about that by going to radleyvalentine.com/mastermind. So that's it. That's it for this week. I hope you guys take full advantage of this incredible reading, make those wishes, celebrate your choices, and do things that will definitely bring fulfillment and joy into your life.